and welcome again. I'm so excited because it's Royal Rumble season, but welcome to the 12th edition of the Pondwater Dave Show. As you know, I am your host, Justin Davis, and I am, as always, joined by the man that counted Ric Flair's last match, the man who almost started World War III with a flock of geese one time. Pondwater Dave, how are you?
Doing great. Doing great. Coming off a big week of wrestling in Fountain Hill, Arkansas. Riffed a huge championship match between Angel Camacho and Tim Storm. And let me just say, when Tim Storm wants to crush somebody in the corner and you get caught in the middle of that, it do hurt.
So you took a little bump this weekend.
I did. Angel Camacho grabbed me and pulled me in front of him. Tim was going full speed.
Ooh, Dave was caught in a man-witch this week. And somebody else who loves a man-witch, Miss Amy Bondi, the queen of the Arn Anderson fan club, the first lady, I should say. I always screw that up. The first lady of the Arn Anderson fan club. What's going on? I know you're under the weather, so thank you for joining us this week. Are you on the road to mending?
Yes, I am on the road to mend, definitely. This is my first run with COVID. Even though I work with children and around other I've never had it until now. So but I'm definitely on the mend, and I'm really excited to be here with you all. And as we all know, Royal Rumble is upon us, and it's basically my favorite pay-per-view.
Yes, me too, for sure. And as we've been doing these last few weeks, we've been having a lot of fun, having guests with us each week. And this week, we have the great JayB, who is new to, our top guy circle of friends, but we are glad that he is now with us. And welcome to the show, buddy. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just happy to be here. I've a huge fan of wrestling, of course. That's why I became a top guy, and I got to befriend a lot of people here. So it's awesome to have talked to you guys.
Yes, JayB Games, and he is not a member of the Armstrong family. He's not one of the Jameses, but you are from where are you at, and what do you do, James?
James, it's Justin. I'm also Justin, remember?
Oh yeah, there's two Justins.
Do you know anybody's name?
I'm good. I got you. No, I don't know Amy's. I just know yours and mine. That's pretty
that
much
was fast. I live in Ohio, so I'm up near Cleveland, and I'm a UPS driver for a living. So I'm kind of in competition with Pondwater. The only difference is I play ding dong ditch all day.
Who's your kitty cat?
That is Fluffy. Say hi, Fluffy.
Fluffy.
She just wants to itch her eye.
Yes,
that's
Fluffy,
okay too.
Fluffy, I've known on Zooms is an attention. You know what? A lot of times when the camera's on is where she shines the most.
Exactly. And she just learned how to climb up the chair maybe a month or two ago, so it's her new thing.
All right. Well, and did you tell us what you did? I know you dabble in music as well, right?
Yep.
I
have music on Spotify.
Okay.
I haven't released anything in quite a while. It's been over, I think, a year and a half now, almost 2 years since I've released something. But if you look on any musical platform, it's JayB Games. And I have an album in the works, but it's a super slow process because I wanted to build everything from the ground up myself. So I had to learn how to produce. So that's a long road. And then also, obviously, my name is Games. I'm a gamer, so I stream on Twitch. And on any social platform, you can find me at just JayB Games, or on Twitch, it's JayB Games TV, because somebody stole my name.
All right. Well, yeah, I know you do a lot of the video game stuff too, which is always a lot. I'm sure a lot of our listeners do as well. So yeah, hook up with JayB over there. And we're talking Royal Rumble this week, and I'm excited for that. But before we get there, we're going to do some more trivia, and I know it's everyone's favorite. I hear from a lot of our fans that listen, and it's a popular segment, so we're going to keep going with our Amy's trivia. Amy, what do you have for us this week?
All right. Well, like I told you all before, this is all Royal Rumble trivia. first one that we did was the first Royal Rumble, correct?
Yep.
So this one is going to be about the last Royal Rumble, last year, 2022. I was actually at that Royal Rumble. It was in St. Louis, and our friends FFP had a suite, and I got in on that, and it was quite enjoyable. I had never been in person, so I was really excited to be there. Were you there, JD? Were you there, Justin?
No, I was at SummerSlam, but
SummerSlam.
yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember. I didn't think you were, but I couldn't remember. I knew you were at the one at SummerSlam.
January is hard for me with basketball season right in the middle of that. So
Well, and two, you never know what the weather's going to be like. That was kind of our, but like I said, we also went to, that was the day that Jeff and Eric had their little show. They did a show with Conrad beforehand, and then we just went on over to the Royal Rumble. So,
Oh, the Jeff and Eric show.
mm-hmm.
yeah.
Jeff Jarrett and Eric Bischoff, if you're listening, have no clue about ad-free shows.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm making fun of the fact back then they were fighting over whose name went first in the link on the website.
Yeah, that was funny.
And I wore my shirt that says Jeff Jarrett, not a horseman. I thought that was fun. Anyway, because Arn says he's not. And so, as we know, whatever Arn says goes. All right. Which superstar entered the match as the first entrant? Do y'all want the options?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we
need
have
all
to.
these options because I don't remember this Royal Rumble at all. What year did you say
Oh.
it was?
Last year.
2022.
Oh,
Last year.
Oh yeah,
Was
I
it the
do.
women
I
or
do.
men's?
This is the men's. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. The men's.
we're gonna need options because it's yeah.
Okay. Shinsuke Nakamura, Austin Theory, Robert Roode, or AJ Styles?
I'm going with Austin Theory.
Yeah, that's who I was leaning on too.
I'll go with Shinsuke.
But that's a good guess too. What is it?
It is the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Oh,
That
we
would have
all
been my
missed
second guess.
He entered the match as number one, and he lasted over 29 minutes and eliminated 6 competitors. He was eliminated by Madcap Moss.
You know, somewhere listening right now, Top Guy Eddie's going, they're idiots. Even I knew.
He'll send me a tweet. 100%. Sami Zayn eliminated which celebrity from the match? Do y'all want to try first, or do you want the
Oh,
Johnny
it
Johnny
was
Knoxville.
Knoxville.
yes.
Johnny Knoxville? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
You are correct.
Well, I just proved myself wrong. I may not need the choices at all
You may
times.
not.
Here we go.
Almost eliminated which tag team from the match? New Day, the Alpha Academy, the Street Profits, or Dirty Dogs?
What was the first part of the question?
Almost eliminated which tag
Almost.
team?
I thought you said almost eliminated, and I'm like,
That's what I thought.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
I thought the same thing. I'm like, ooh, almost did.
I'm
Okay.
gonna
bad,
go
my
with
bad.
I'll say Dirty Dogs.
Okay.
I thought
Street
he
Profits.
eliminated the New Day.
Dave says New Day. Jay says Dirty Dogs.
I said Street Profits.
And you said Street Profits. And Justin, you are correct.
Yes, I was right.
Justin Davis, you are correct. He entered the match at number 11. And so Street Profits both attacked him, and then he eliminated them and Damian Priest all at the same time.
Mhm.
How many participants combined to eliminate almost the guy from the match?
8.
7.
What's our
What do you mean?
choices?
I was gonna say, you make your choices.
Yeah.
He eliminated himself. 10, 6, or 3.
6.
Six.
He
Dave
eliminated
says six.
himself.
I said 6.
I'm gonna say 0.
Maybe, and you say 0. Well, Pondwater and Justin are correct.
I'm getting hot right now. I am heating up. It's like what is that NBA game back in the day, JB?
Oh,
Boom shakalaka.
yeah.
When they
NBA
play
jams.
Yeah,
NBA
NBA
Jam.
Jam.
He's heating up. I got 3
He's
in a
on
row.
fire.
That's got to be
I
my
used to-
first arcade game.
I used to have to
Oh,
go to,
yeah.
I used to put a lot of quarters in that game.
They still use quarters for that back then, or I
They did
figured
back
they used like
then.
nickels or something.
No, it was
Nickels.
quarters.
Just
But
so
I-
y'all know, the superstars that ganged up on them were AJ Styles, Austin Theory, Chad Gable, Dominic Mysterio, Ricochet, and Ridge Holland. I don't think no, he is still with them, isn't he? He's the brutes or the
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Who returned from injury to eliminate Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss from the match? You want your options or you want to guess?
Options.
Was it
Yeah.
Cesaro, Drew McIntyre, Jinder Mahal, or Mustafa Ali?
It's Drew McIntyre.
I'm gonna go with Drew McIntyre too. I think.
Me too.
You are all correct. He on the first day event, Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss injured Drew McIntyre's neck. He took some time off and he returned at the Royal Rumble and eliminated both of them. Which wrestler got creative and stomped Riddle's bare feet during the Royal Rumble? Was it Kevin Owens, Sheamus, Randy Orton, or Otis?
Oh, it was definitely Randy Orton.
I was
Best
gonna say
Randy Orton move
Randy
all day.
Orton. I was either gonna say Randy Orton or Kevin Owens.
I was in the same thing. I'm gonna go Randy Orton too.
JayB Games, are you going to go Randy Orton or Kevin Owens?
I'll stick with Randy Orton.
You should have gone with Kevin Owens.
Because Randy Orton was
Well, I
great
really.
back then.
I broke my streak. I should have went that was my first thought too, and then I switched it.
Well, I figured if they both said Randy Orton, I can't not go. They're probably right.
Kofi Kingston has found creative ways to avoid elimination during Royal Rumble matches. Did Kingston do a creative spot during the 2022 Royal Rumble to avoid an apparent elimination? Yes or no?
No.
No.
I'm gonna say yes, but I don't remember it, so it's probably no.
Didn't he botch? I don't know if that was last year though. He messed one up and he still got eliminated.
Yeah.
The answer is no. It is possible it could have been a botch the way it looked. He was thrown over the top rope by Kevin Owens. He landed on the outside barricade, but both his feet touched the floor. So,
Okay,
and the
yeah.
camera was right there. So,
I almost.
I don't know.
I'd almost eliminated him.
Do what?
No, never
What'd
mind.
you-
I was wrong about that. It wasn't in today.
Okay.
Continue. I'm
well,
I'm out.
thank you.
I'm out there on that crap again.
What rapper eliminated two superstars from the match? Was it?
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
It was Bad Bunny. I'll go ahead and say it. Do you know which two superstars he eliminated?
Oh.
This is just kind of a bonus.
The Miz and Morrison?
Was
No.
Sami Zayn one of them?
Sami Zayn is not one of them.
I don't know.
Mustafa
Okay.
Ali.
Nope. He eliminated Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler.
Oh,
Hmm.
dang.
Whoa.
He came in at number 27, so he was kind of late in the game, but he eliminated some pretty big competition. What member of the McMahon family entered the Royal Rumble?
Shane.
Yeah, Shane.
Yep. Shane O'Mac.
Yes, he did. He eliminated Kevin Owens.
He got
And he
himself
was
all
one of the
kinds of
last- Exactly.
and
He was one
fired.
of the last four. He was pretty impressive. Which superstar won the 2022 Royal Rumble match?
Brock Lesnar.
Yes, it was, and it went over like a fart in church too.
I couldn't
JayB
remember at all. Yeah, I think it was Lesnar because he main evented against Roman, didn't he?
Yeah.
Brock did win. He eliminated Drew McIntyre. He came in as entrant number 30.
Right.
This I thought was really interesting. He holds the record for the longest time between Royal Rumble match victories. Do you all know what the first time is that he won the Royal Rumble?
2003.
2003. You are correct. So from 2003 to 2022, 19 years difference.
Me and JB were on the same page on that one.
Well, I knew he debuted in near the middle to end of 2002, so it couldn't have been 2002.
Hey, I got the yawns.
So that is all of our Royal Rumble trivia.
All right. Actually, we
Y'all
did better
did
than we
pretty, y'all
thought we
did
were
pretty
gonna do.
good. Y'all did pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow. I was expecting 15 questions.
Oh, that was just the relative one because there were so many fun people to talk about.
Now, I don't know who you are that put that sign in the held that sign up in Philadelphia on Raw 30 that said PWD for life, but you are our hero, sir.
And if you
We
listen
don't
to
even-
the show,
Yes.
please tweet us and let us know.
I
And we
saw
don't even
that.
know if it was Pondwater Dave, if that's what PWD stands for, but that's
Oh yeah,
what
it was
we think
Pondwater
is.
Dave. It was definitely one of our listeners.
We're gonna take credit for it.
First time in my life I ever said "Fly, Eagles, fly."
Yeah,
That
isn't
was
that
super
crazy?
exciting because it wasn't just once; it was several times. They
Oh
put
yeah.
that sign up.
Dave's a
So
Cowboys fan, and he's got even the Eagles boys holding this sign up in Philadelphia.
But anyway, we can't thank you enough. And if you come forward and
Present yourself.
present yourself,
Exactly.
sir, because I couldn't make you out on television.
I couldn't either.
But we thought it was cool, and we can't thank you enough for it.
All right, Dave. So as we go on talking about this week's WrestleMania, as we're recording, it'll be this Saturday night. Lots of people talking about it. Who's going to win? What will the surprises be? I've read where reports are out that the WWE is really happy with the surprises that they have planned for this year's Royal Rumble. Obviously, I'm thinking this all got planned and figured out before Vince came back, so maybe he can't put his little grubby paws on it and screw it up, but we'll see. So let's look at some stats that Dave, you got stats for us here?
Well, I'm looking at the betting odds. Looking at the betting odds for who's been announced as of yesterday. On the women's, Rhea Ripley comes in at a -135 as the favorite. Second is Becky Lynch at +350. Raquel Rodriguez at +900. Bailey, Naomi. Wait a minute.
That's both of them, Bailey and Naomi, right?
Naomi's not in it.
I know. I don't know why. Maybe they got her making a surprise.
I mean,
Well, and honestly, I mean, some of these
But they
people
got
on
her-
the list have not been
got her at
named.
got her at +1200. Charlotte, +1400. Asuka, Shayna Baszler +1600. Liv Morgan +1800. Bianca Belair, Io Sky +2000. Dewdrop, Alexa Bliss, Dakota Kai, Sasha Banks. I'm wondering if and Ronda Rousey are all at +2500.
Okay, I have a question with this. Like Charlotte Flair's at +1400 because she's the champion, right? It wouldn't make sense for her to win it.
is
Doesn't
she
this-
defending the title?
I don't know.
No, she does not have a match.
But does this mean
The
I
only
mean,
reason
if
it
you
would
win
make
the
sense for
Women's
her to
Royal
win it.
Rumble, if you win this match, you get a shot at WrestleMania, right?
Right.
So they're not gonna have a champion win the match. That wouldn't make a lot of booking sense.
Well,
to me.
she's also a face, but I mean, if she was going to try to do the undisputed thing, and she gave no indication last week when she was in there with Bianca that there was any kind of friction that she wanted Bianca's belt too. So
Unless they're going to do some kind of unification.
I could also see where she wins and picks her opponent.
Did she already do that though? Or I feel like
that's happened before in
yeah,
the
I feel
90s
like
though.
Charlotte or somebody has done that.
Somebody did it so they could pick their opponent.
Was
Yeah.
it not Charlotte?
Probably, it sounds like, I don't remember it ever happening
I thought
like
it was Charlotte.
back in the
Yeah,
day.
because then she picked Rhea Ripley.
I think it was Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte
I
did
feel
it
like
and
we've
picked
already
Rhea
done
Ripley
this, so
because she went after Rhea Ripley for the NXT Women's Championship.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're right. And then we got the men's betting odds. Cody Rhodes is the odds-on favorite at -150.
mhm.
Sami Zayn at +200. The Rock at +250. Stone Cold Steve Austin at +400. Seth Rollins at +1400. Roman at +1600. Lashley and Drew McIntyre at 1800. Brock and Solo Sikoa at +2000. Matt Riddle, Gunther, Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, and Logan Paul at +2500. Finn Balor, Braun Breaker, Austin Theory, Omos at +3300. Edge, AJ Styles, John Cena, Sheamus, Montez Ford, Bray Wyatt, and Braun Strowman at +4000. So
When were these odds? When did today or do you know?
this was yesterday.
Yesterday. I'm just curious. I'm sure they'll be moving more and more.
I would bet, if I was gonna bet on anybody to try to get, just a bet with some odds, I'd bet on Asuka and take the +1600.
Yeah.
I mean, Asuka could be a surprise winner, but everybody seems to think it's Rhea Ripley, which I don't understand that thinking because I hadn't seen anything out of her.
I don't think it's Rhea Ripley, but I agree.
I mean, I hadn't got any indication. I mean, she's all over Dominic more than the ring.
Exactly. Well, like I said, we'll talk about that here in a minute of why we picked two, but that's what's really interesting about the women's. There are two champions versus the men where you have one. So like you can sit there and think, okay, Roman Reigns, who would he be going against? And then you have to kind of look at what's going on with Charlotte, what's going on with Bianca, like who's going to be, who would be the best opponents and that kind of thing. So it's a little bit more, I think it's a little bit more tricky on the women's side because of that.
All right. Well, let's go around the horn. And who do you think's going to win the Women's Royal Rumble, Amy?
I'm going with a complete dark horse, and I think it's going to be Lacey Evans. I think they need to bring her in. I think this is a great opportunity to really push her to the moon. I think she could have a great program with Charlotte, not involve Rick in what they were doing pre-pregnancy, like don't do any of that. But Lacey Evans is trying to come back. She's been, they've been doing they've been having new vignettes and that kind of stuff, kind of reinventing her. She's a very athletic person, and we haven't seen her. I think that she could come in, and I think she could win, and I think she can go against Charlotte and have a very competitive match to where maybe you're not for sure who's going to win. So that's my vote.
Okay. JayB Games.
I'm gonna go. It's another dark horse, but it's gonna be Mandy Rose.
Mm.
I feel like with how much buzz that she's created doing her own thing, it would be smart of them to capitalize on that and bring her back and put her in a prominent spot.
I'd like to see her in a prominent spot with Charlotte.
That wouldn't be on Peacock.
I'd subscribe to that channel.
Sure you
Raw is XXX.
That would have been a great time for Mandy Rose to return.
I 100% agree. Oh, I'm such
I
a
never
pig.
thought of that.
She
Justin
could at
Davis.
least given a discount code or something. She could have sponsored the show.
I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley. I just think because where she's in this angle with Mysterio and they seem to be building around that a lot. I think that's where they're going to put their heel money at WrestleMania.
Who's she going to challenge? Just
I don't know. I probably Bianca Blair.
okay.
I would think.
I think she go. I would think it would be Charlotte because trying to get her win back. But
Yeah, they do have that history.
Was that was WrestleMania 36 or 37 where she lost to Charlotte?
Is this 39? I think it was 36.
37. This is the one during COVID.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, okay.
Tampa. Was that 30?
Yeah, they did that in the Performance Center, I believe.
Yeah.
mm, I remember.
I've got the chair from Raymond James Stadium that they didn't use.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they sold the ringside chairs because there wasn't anybody there to sit in them.
Lightly used.
All right. I'm picking Bailey.
Mm.
I'm picking Bailey.
That's a good pick. That is a good pick. Yeah, I could see definitely them doing that as well. I think Triple H is a fan of Bailey.
And Bailey it would go after Charlotte, and they'll tear the place apart in the co-main.
Yeah.
It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going
So-
with Bailey.
Do you wrap this up with Bailey and Becky? I mean, they only got 3 minutes for their. Do they have a match at the Royal Rumble, or was that cage match at Raw supposed to be the blow off? Do you know?
They're not following it up because the only other matches beside Rumble matches are Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Bray Wyatt, and LA Knight
Mm-hmm.
in the Mountain Dew match. The Mountain Dew Mimosa Splash match.
Pitch black mountain.
Oh,
Dew.
pitch black.
Instead of mimosa, it's just going to be a giant vat of Mountain Dew.
Oh Lord.
All right, let's go to the men's. Amy, who you got?
I don't see how you don't do Cody Rhodes. I mean, I know sometimes that you don't want to do the obvious, but sometimes you need to do the obvious. You know, I think people are 100% behind Cody Rhodes, the story. I think he comes out number one and takes it all the way through. He gets that spotlight at the end. They're showing him pointing at the sign and, whatever, talking to his dad, whatever they want to do, and that he beats Roman for that championship. I think this is the time. And I know it's really, and I mean, I've been going back and forth with Sami Zayn and that kind of stuff. I think the Sami Roman, I don't think they need the belt in place, depending on what happens to them. I think they can go, well, I'm sorry to bore you, Dave.
Sorry.
No, I'm just teasing you.
It's all right. Cough again. Cough again. I'm ready.
I got my mute button. I think this is the opportunity. I don't think they should try to pull or swerve us or anything. I think Cody needs this championship, and I think this is the time to do it. So he is my pick to win.
All right. Fair enough. JB.
I'm really torn because there's 4 really good choices between Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, The Rock, and Stone Cold, because you got 2 in The Rock and Stone Cold that if you're actually going to put them in that big of a match this year, this is pretty much the last year you can do that kind of thing. Sami Zayn, you got a hot story, and Cody Rhodes is pretty much got 100% of the crowd support. I think they're going to go, if they're not going to do The Rock, I think they're going to do Cody Rhodes and then have Stone Cold possibly come back in another big match. So Cody Rhodes would be my winner.
JB wants Cody. Justin Davis. What are we drinking, Justin?
Hello, Evan Williams with a mixture of some key lime sparkling water.
Hey, you're on my wagon now. I get the cotton candy ones though.
Oh God, no, hell, I can't do that. All right, I'm unfortunately I've been saying this for 6 months now, and I'm not going to get off the train. I've been saying it forever. Cody Rhodes is winning the Royal Rumble to go on and win the championship at WrestleMania. However, there's a big part of me that wants to pick Logan Paul. If I knew he was healthy, I wouldn't be surprised if they strapped it right on him and put him in the main event at WrestleMania too. But I'm gonna say Cody Rhodes.
I have a question. Do you guys think that if Cody Rhodes wins, do you think he'll bring back the winged eagle? Because he's teased that.
I hope so.
No.
You
No.
don't think so?
Way to
Nope.
way to rain on the party, Dave.
No
Let's
kidding.
at least
I
let
was
us
all
breathe.
excited.
He has inside knowledge. He's a belt man.
It won't be this. I mean, it'll be the one, it'll be the belt that was this style.
Oh, I thought he said the winged eagle. He did
The one,
post
the one
No,
before
his daddy.
Hogan.
His daddy held the one that looked like this up over his head at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
So
Welcome.
and Cody actually owns that belt.
Well, if we're
That
going to
could be
do it,
cool.
we should go all the way. Not
So I mean, I think they would go back. I think they would go back to this style of belt.
Right.
And I
Until
wouldn't be
Vince
surprised
came
if he didn't
back.
do the winged eagle too. But I mean, I know for a fact that he has this belt. I mean, he has that style belt.
Told you,
I don't
Paul.
know if Vince would approve of that, but maybe
Yeah.
Vince isn't involved. Maybe what they're saying is true.
It was last year when he talked about bringing back the winged eagle.
Well, I'm
That'd
going
be
with
cool.
Sami Zayn because I think Triple H is petty and Vince is gone. And I mean, Vince isn't controlling creative, and Triple H is petty, and he remembers that little incident with the hammer on AEW on that little pissant promotion.
Mm.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, Cody doesn't have to win the Rumble to get the title shot.
Right.
No.
Sami Zayn can win the Rumble, and then that's what you're going to do, Sammy. You know, the bloodline's on him, and then the bloodline could be after him, and you still got the Elimination Chamber. But who's to say that Sammy doesn't beat Roman on night one and lose it to Cody on night two?
True. So let me ask you, I'm glad you mentioned that about the Elimination Chamber. What does the winner get? Now
the
that the
Elimination
title,
Chamber,
yeah,
the championship, it's
But-
on the line in the Elimination Chamber.
the championship is on the line in the Elimination Chamber?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because remember last year, I think Lashley got the belt from Brock, and then Brock entered the Rumble. But I think Brock got no. There was one year that the belt changed hands. Lashley got it back at the Elimination Chamber, or Brock got it back at the Elimination Chamber, then lost it at WrestleMania. Yeah, he lost at WrestleMania, and then that's when Roman has had it since.
Yep, that was last year. Brock entered the Elimination Chamber and won the championship.
And that was before they unified them, though, because Roman's been champion for over 2 years, right?
Right.
Yep.
So I just wondered, because now we just have we're unified again. So we don't have two options. So I wonder what does the winner of the Elimination Chamber this year get?
They could do
Roman will have to win the Elimination Chamber.
or they could. I think they've done a number one contendership in the chamber before too. That could work as well.
Yeah, they may do. I thought they were going to do away with the Elimination Chamber prior to WrestleMania. But I'm going Sami Zayn because it makes sense to the storyline. I mean, Roman could expect Sami Zayn to lay down for him, and he don't. Or they could be for the next 2 months. They could be trying to take Sammy out. I think it'd be very poetic for Sammy, but Cody doesn't need the Royal Rumble to get a title shot.
And I think the Elimination Chamber is literally 3 weeks from now. Like it's like the 18th of February.
Yeah.
So I mean, talk about your head spinning.
Wow.
That's my
Yeah.
pick.
I like it. We're all.
So I guess we'll find out real fast what's going on for
Mhm.
WrestleMania. Are they doing a crown jewel before Mania, like they did last year?
I have not heard
I don't
that.
think so because they just got through doing one.
I guess it depends if it's really going to be the Saudis that own it.
Those are our predictions. Let's go ahead before we get into the prop bets. Let's go ahead and finish on the pitch black match, Bray versus LA Knight.
I mean, I think Bray has to win.
So I got Amy for
I don't even
Bray.
know I don't even know what it is, but I mean, it seems like it's.
It's right
I've
at Bray's
I've
alley.
had a few pitch black matches in my day. I know what those are. Um, I'm gonna go Bray Wyatt as well.
I'll go no contest.
Okay.
I don't know.
I know that kind of.
I don't know what the rules are for this match. If you can have a no contest,
Well, you can't have a no contest in a Hell in a Cell, and yet they still manage to do that.
you got it. No contest.
I don't trust them with this kind of match.
Man, I want to say that LA Knight steals one, but
I like him so much. Like he really stood out in that segment on Raw 30.
you just know that that Bray Wyatt should win this match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But will there be some shenanigans from Uncle Howdy that keeps him from winning this match? Because Uncle Howdy ain't exactly been on his side when he shows up.
How stupid do we sound? If Uncle Howdy gets involved, it's just like, oh,
It ain't as bad as we were talking about soap operas.
well, yeah, that's true. But
I'm
seriously,
going LA Knight.
oh, okay.
And then we got the Raw Women's Championship, Bianca versus Alexis. Man, I don't see Bianca dropping that belt.
I don't think so either.
See, I do. I think Alexa's playing too much into the Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy. Like they're doing too much of that. I think she wins.
I'm really torn on this because I could really see him taking the belt off Bianca and making her chase it back at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think so. I'm gonna go Bianca Belair. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it could be one of them deals. She loses it, and then enters the Rumble to try to get it back.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It's gonna go either one. I'm not sure, but
So Amy wants Alexa. You want Alexa?
I'm gonna go with Bianca Belair.
That's where I'm going to. And then
Yeah.
we got Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. There's no way Roman Reigns is losing this belt.
Nope.
correct.
Not.
It feels like just a match to have a match.
Yeah, and that's what it
A
is.
small
It's like
bump in the
it's
road.
like when HBK fought the British Bulldog on a in your
Something's
house.
going to happen with Sammy. Something's going to happen with Sammy in this match. Now, I mean, what if Sammy cost Roman the belt?
Well, that would shock some people, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That would be a great way to get the belt off of Roman, or both belts off of Roman.
All right. Prop bets. Who do you think will have the most eliminations in the Women's Royal Rumble match? Which competitor is going to eliminate the most people?
I think it's going to be Raquel Rodriguez.
Rhea Ripley.
I put Rhea Ripley too.
So two of y'all want Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm picking her to win, I might as well pick her to have the most
And
elimination.
JB and myself think it's going to be Raquel. All shaped like a yield sign.
He likes her back.
I do. Like her front too.
Speaking of backs, I've had to make 2 trips to the chiropractor this week. It has not been a good week.
No, I mean, I'm
The
not.
back area for
I'm
me.
not being creepy, y'all. I'm saying
No,
that
I know.
it's built. When
Yeah.
she flexes, she looks like she is shaped like a yield sign. She is a
Mhm.
female Carrie Von Erich with the way that she's built.
Yeah.
That's she's so believable. Like she's gonna take that Kane Brock Lesnar role to just throw everybody out of the Rumble.
I think that
I don't think she'll win
it'll be
it,
her. No, I don't either.
All right.
And then the most eliminations in the men's Royal Rumble match. Amy?
I picked Walter, or Gunter, whatever his name is.
Gunther?
They need to do some. I mean, he needs to show some dominance. He's the Intercontinental Champion, and Imperium looked like fools out there with the DX at the Raw. At the Raw, what was it?
Raw 30,
Yes, 30
Raw
years
Triple
Raw.
X.
And he is, I think he's well equipped to be a huge force in the ring. So my vote is Walter or Gunter. Keep calling him the wrong name.
Walter Gunter.
Walter. Gunter Walter.
JayB Games.
Solo Sikoa.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's.
I was either gonna say him or Braun Breaker, but
I was
don't-
gonna
Don't
say
take my
that-
pick. That's who I'm picking. I'm
Really?
picking Breaker. Yeah. I think this
I
is
was
a
gonna
good.
say that I was gonna tell Amy that she was onto something with Gunther if there wasn't a Solo Sikoa in there. So
Mhm. That's
JB
true.
and me are on the same page on the Rumble.
I just think that Braun Breaker, they're going to use this as kind of a way to start elevating him a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
which would be a way to do that would be for him to kind of throw a lot of people out early.
it'd be a great way to expose him to the main roster without putting him in singles matches and
what I'm
ruining
saying.
future
Yeah.
matches. So that is a really good idea.
Yeah. And then they had a couple of crazy ones that I don't think are. Will Sasha Banks return at the Royal Rumble?
No.
I don't know. I mean, we saw it. New Japan and WWE clearly have some sort of relationship, so anything's possible.
I'm going to go yes.
I
Is
do
she
think
going to
it's
be
possible.
Sasha Banks or is she going to be Mercedes Moné?
I don't know.
I'll say
Justin?
yeah. I think she'll come back, even just for like a surprise entrant, and like not a full time run after that, just a one off thing.
You're a no, Amy?
I am a no. Monet is not going to be there.
Yeah, I'm a no also. I don't think she's coming. And then here's one that's just way out of left field. Will CM Punk enter the Royal Rumble? I don't even think that's legally possible.
I
Hell
don't
to
think
the
so.
no. Yeah.
That would be a shock. I mean, that's a shock. If he's in Royal Rumble, they're gonna let some bitch win it.
Mm.
If he is, they got to have a doctor check on him at ringside just to give us a call back to 2014.
I don't even know how but that's what they had down as a prop bet. So I was like,
the reaction there, if that was a complete surprise and not even a leak happened.
I knew Justin would be
Insane.
drinking. Maybe he would thought that, oh yeah, CM Punk, motherfucker go Broadway. He'll be the first one.
I've
He's
only
on his
had
first
one. I've
port.
only had 1.5, so I'm not to that point of thinking yet right now.
I knew you was drinking when you couldn't introduce Amy.
Well, that was when I just had one.
Oh goodness.
I never can introduce Amy though, so that's a normal thing.
I know.
I'm just gonna let you
lady.
I'm just gonna let you introduce yourself from now on.
Oh,
I'm 1-0 on introducing her. Now here's one. If we want to all make a wager, have a little friendly wager.
okay.
I got a little game. Will anyone outside of the WWE roster enter the 2023 Royal Rumble? Are they going to have surprises that don't work here? They don't go. Y'all don't go here.
Nick Aldis.
Well,
Now-
hold on, we gotta make our picks. He's got rules to this.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah,
one where he's got
I
points.
said the format.
Oh,
He's like, oh, I'll look at it.
I'm
Oh,
0-1.
He even complimented me on the format. He's like,
I did.
And then you
Okay.
forgot about it.
The first you're gonna pick one. You're gonna have one that's got worth 50 points, one that's worth 25 points, one that's worth 15 points, and one that's worth 10 points.
Okay.
The first pick, the one, and the reason I did that is if we make a bet, like he just said, Nick Aldis,
Right.
but he may only think that that's a 15-point pick. I might
Right.
think it's a 50-point pick. So if Aldis shows up, I'd get 50 points and he'd only get 15 for that pick.
I gotcha.
It's
Okay,
just
I also have a
strategizing.
question.
I
I
like
also
that.
have a question, and I like this game. I just want to make sure. Outside the WWE roster, retired people, are they on the roster if they're on a Legends contract or whatever?
I think
Legends are fair game. I mean, there may not be 4 people that don't work there that's going to show up. Or
Right.
they could be 4 people that don't work here until
Oh,
that
that's what I'm
night
yeah,
they
that's
start
where I'm
working there.
having.
But you know what I'm saying?
I got 3 and I needed one more, and I'm like, this guy's a legend. So can we?
I'm good. Legends don't work there. I mean, they're legend contracts, but they're not people that you would.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Hmm.
because I think there's been a legend that somebody had. One of
Like
the
if the honky
Sheepburners.
tonk man showed up again, like that don't
Yeah, it
count.
ain't nobody looking for him.
He's not on. What I'm saying is he's a legend, but he's not on the roster.
But if he
Right.
did, I would love it if they had Eric Bischoff come out and fire him. I'm sure Eric Bischoff would love
Right.
it.
But
But let me. Do you count Booker T as being someone who works there because he does commentary?
Well, that was my guess, so that's why I was asking that. Does he count? I mean, he's not on the roster. He
I'll
announced
allow
it.
it. I
Yeah.
mean, he
I don't
does work
care.
there, though.
I'm just
But
thinking.
Jerry Lawler works there too, but you don't look for Lawler.
Right.
So yeah.
All right. I think we got it. So you get
Okay.
50 points for your number 1 pick, for your 2 pick 25, 15 for 3, and 10 for your 4th pick. So you want to pick the ones that you really think are going to happen with the number 1 pick, so that'll get you the most points.
I tell you who I'm scared is going to show up, and I'm glad to hear that he's the Grand Marshal for Parade Saturday. I scared to death that Flair's going to come out for the Royal Rumble.
Woo!
Oh no.
That's
I
funny.
got my water. I got my water.
I will weep openly.
Well, Amy, why don't you kick us off? Do you have 4?
Yes. Let me look at these numbers real quick.
All right. I'll go ahead and get mine, Amy, while you're doing that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Go ahead.
go
I'm just
num-
going to go around the horn and get them one at a time anyway.
Oh, okay.
Justin, what is your 50-point pick?
My 50-point pick
Okay.
is going to be Booker T. My 25-point pick.
Whoa, we ain't got
Wait,
there
wait,
yet.
wait.
Oh, we're
We're just
going
looking around.
around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
JB.
I'm putting Nick Aldis as my 50-point pick.
All right. I too have Aldis as my 50-point pick.
Yeah.
I've already put mine down. So
Well, I have my list wrote down. I just don't have them in order of what I'm picking them.
I'm missing my 4th.
okay, Amy,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
you know it.
Oh, she is voting Ric Flair.
Yeah.
That's
And
a good
I
pick,
put
actually.
Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona, whatever. I think he's my 50. He's my 50-point pick.
All right.
He's coming.
Justin, who's your 25-point pick?
Nick Aldis.
Okay. JB?
Sean Waltman. I think he did. So he did put out I don't know if he put out a tweet or whatever saying that he's not in great shape. He's been eating whatever he wants for the past 8 months. But we've heard that a lot from wrestlers, and I think that's his way of trying to throw us off the scent.
Miss Amy Vaughn.
I picked Nick Aldis as my 25 point.
Okay. Hey, what are we betting on this anyway?
Oh, what do you got? What do you want to, what belt do you
Cash,
willing to
something
give up?
crazy? We're all going to be at Top Guy Weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
First round?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
First round?
Yep.
Mhm.
All right.
bottom shelf, right?
Hey,
We don't be getting
whoever-
all
Top Guy
crazy.
Weekend. Top Guy Weekend.
No,
is,
Top Guy Weekend is top shelf stuff. Okay.
No,
Hey,
Justin
the-
Davis is
the-
an Evan Williams, and that's what I expect him
The
to bring.
highest-
He ain't gonna try to get no Woodford on me. No.
And the highest tier, just in case you don't know, the highest tier ad-free shows is called Top Guys. And once a year we get a party down at wherever, Chicago. This year it's in Huntsville. One of these days our show is going to have a Patreon, and our top guys are going to be pond floaters or something, and we're just going to do like a Woodstock scene in my backyard.
You got to find somewhere to fit tuna cans in, though.
Oh my God.
Tuna Jones.
I don't know if you've told this story on the show, but oh man,
Conrad has told it, and it is hilarious listening
Yeah.
to him tell it.
Sidebar real quick.
Oh,
Did y'all hear
Dave, I was
Tony
gonna tell
Schiavone?
you.
Did y'all hear
Whoever
Tony
wins-
Schiavone this week
yeah.
Yeah.
about Lois thinks that her mom there's a
Oh,
cardinal?
that was hilarious.
Spirit, that her mom came back, her spirit's in a cardinal.
Yeah, that was
and,
hilarious.
and shitting on her cars.
Spirit's got
Oh.
a shit.
So I sent Conrad and Tony. I sent Conrad and Tony a text, and I took a picture out in my pond. There was 2 geese swimming in my pond, and I said, "Hey, you think those are the Road Warriors?" And Conrad responded, "I think we can take them, Pondwater." Freaking Shivani no sold me. He hadn't.
He's good at that.
I know.
I was gonna tell you, the winner gets the first round. Whoever gets dead last has to buy the last round, which means you got to stay up with me till we're done. So you might
Ooh.
I'll be staying up either way, so it's just a matter of if I'm paying or not.
I thought the loser was having to buy the first round.
Oh, the loser buys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, but I like that. Whoever wins, because you actually won, guess what? You're gonna get the tab. So the winner can buy the first round, and the loser can buy the second round. I'm with it.
All right.
Hey, and if we play this right, we could do like 3rd and 4th place buying the 3rd and 4th rounds.
I know.
It's gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah,
You-
really.
You walk up to the bar and you got like a sheet of paper. Like, these are the rules for us buying drinks, by the way.
Nobody's come out ahead on the deal, but we're gonna have a good time. All right, round 3. Justin.
Matt Cardona.
Okay. JB.
Booker T. Although
Okay.
when I typed in T, it said Booker at. It auto corrected on my phone.
Amy.
Pat McAfee.
Okay. Oh, I didn't tell y'all. My second pick was Jay White from New Japan
Oh.
Oh, good. That's
for
a good
25 points. I went with Jay White, and then my 3rd round pick was Chelsea Green.
But she's under contract with WWE.
Is she?
Yes.
Oh
she is.
yeah, she had an NXT deal.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, yeah. Yeah, she is.
all
I
right.
just
Well, I'm going to change mine to Cardona then, and I'll come up with somebody for the 10 points. I didn't know Chelsea was back. I knew it was rumored that they were going to put her back and have her lead. She's going to be in the Mandy Rose spot.
Hmm.
But I didn't know she had signed back, so my bad. Who you got for the 4th round, Justin?
Okay, so my original write down here was Jacob Fatu. So I'm gonna say Sean Waltman.
Okay. Was there an issue that's why Fatu's not with WWE?
No, there's not an issue.
Oh,
I
you
just
can tell me after the show.
I just know some personal things where I hung out with him. At Top
Well, and
Gun.
two, do you want to? I mean,
Okay.
with everything with the bloodline, like I'm like you, Justin. I don't know if that's really a good time to bring in another Samoan who has blood. You know, like unless you're gonna grow the bloodline.
He ought to be there. I'd send.
I mean, I just
send
think-
send Jay and Jimmy to MLW, and let's get Fatu and Solo up there. Roman's going 10 years without losing that belt.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. This is a perfect time. It would build onto the bloodline, and that would could create more of a thing to push Sammy out because now they got Jacob, you know what I mean, type of thing.
Or
Well, that's
Sammy
know.
wins the Rumble and they bring Jacob in to neutralize him.
Hmm.
But I do think that Waltman, for everything he said that you said, JB, about him not being in shape, I thought he looked pretty good on Raw the other night.
Yeah. Thought it looked great.
And I know before he got hurt, he was working out for this type of comeback. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him there. So I'm going to put him in. I didn't expect to have 2 legend picks, but there's going to be 2 legends in there. I know Booker T's got himself in incredible shape. And he's even done some wrestling this summer or fall. So yeah, Booker T and Sean Waltman, I could see them both being in.
All right, JB.
I'm gonna go with Jay White. Coming off of the inside information that WWE is really happy with the surprise entries they got in the Rumble. I feel like it'll be a good mix of legends and returning from injury, and then Jay White he just got kicked out of New Japan. He lost that match, didn't he? So yeah, I think it'd be great. That'd be a great way to introduce him, kind of like AJ Styles came in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Amy.
I may end up buying the drinks the first round, but I think the Great Muda.
Oh.
Dang, that would be badass.
That would be really cool.
I would mark out. And I'm
Same.
for my fourth one, I'm gonna pick Mickey James. Hey, let's do a tiebreaker. Let's throw somebody crazy in there for tiebreaker just in case.
Okay.
Okay.
Like who's your dream person that they show up? I mean, I'm going Okada. Triple H do love him some Okada.
Yeah.
And it would have been easy. I mean, it wouldn't be hard to get. And Okada's talking about how he would like to have like a world league with AEW and WWE participating in it.
That could be really cool.
I'm going to say Okada is going to be my tiebreaker.
So the tiebreaker is someone besides the 4 that you picked that you think will be in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, just a possible surprise.
That's a possible surprise.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're just being entertaining here.
You know what? Hulk Hogan.
Why not? Hey,
At this point, anything's possible.
my wife just got home. Show and tell, people.
Oh,
Break it down.
that is awesome.
Stephanie's awesome.
She is. I truly don't deserve her.
I'm gonna text you my PO box. That way she knows where to send stuff.
I gotta think
Oh,
about
goodness.
Okay. This is since I don't think it's gonna come down to this, I'm gonna just go crazy with he got a macho
I
man.
love that.
Since I don't see this happening, I'm gonna stay with what was my 4th pick before, which is Jacob Fatu.
Fatu, okay.
Can't cut this out. Stretch.
Oh,
There you go.
my lord. I wish I could stretch like that.
Still have
You know
time.
what, Justin, I'm with you. I like Jacob Fatu also. I'd love to see him in the Royal Rumble. That would be mine.
Fatu, gotcha. Well, look at that. We got the Royal Rumble knocked out. We done got.
Already got these.
Oh, okay.
Oh, something else.
Oh.
You're watching us on our
Is it a
video
Garbage Pail
feed.
Kid.
It's a Garbage Bell Kid.
That's awesome.
I used to have
Seething Steve, which I already actually have one, but they were on closeout, so that one will be at the gimmick table in Vicksburg.
Why not have 2?
Oh, before I forget, I wanted to mention this. That there's something else coming. The Ultimate Warrior.
Unraveled Warrior.
I did want to mention that Pondwater Dave recorded the Bill After Chat today, right before you got on with us.
I did, and it will air the same day as this episode, this audio episode. No,
But I was-
well, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but I've switched us back to Sunday.
Yeah,
I'm
But-
dropping episodes on Sunday.
but either way, you can catch us when we drop on Sunday. You can catch the After Mag chats with Dave and Bill after on Monday. Dave, what are you guys talking about this week?
The Nature Boy,
Oh, so
not
we have-
that one, not that one.
Oh, that's right. I did see this. You're
The
talking
original
about the original Buddy Rogers.
Nature Boy, Buddy Rogers. It's going to be a two-parter. We recorded the first part of it. We took from Buddy starting to when he lost the NWA title. And
Okay.
went to WWF.
And I'm sure Bill has a lot of recordings of interviews with the great legendary Nature Boy
This
Buddy.
is this is a 55-minute interview. That's why
Wow.
it's two parts.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, I do the After Mag chats with Bill Apter from Pro Wrestling Illustrated, Wrestling Weekly, The Wrestler, Wow Magazine, and we take an old cassette interview when we digitized it. This interview is from 11/24/1979, and it's just really good. Bill Apter's hero growing up was Buddy Rogers, and Bill Apter called himself the Nature Boy. I wrote it down. Nature Boy Billy Apter, and he used to strut around when he'd go to the store to get candy, and there was a group of kids that would sing outside of the store. They'd sing a cappella, just hanging out, and they used to whip his ass every day. But that's that Nature Boy kid, but I mean he loved Nature Boy Buddy Rogers, and so he got to meet his hero, and it didn't disappoint him. And they spent an hour together, and it reminded me a lot. And I always encourage everybody to go listen to the full interview that we post, like not mine and Bill's, but just the whole tape.
Mm-hmm.
And it reminded me of Tony Schiavone sitting down with Ric Flair. It was that kind of feel. But I mean, we learned where the Nature Boy name came from, how he got it, what it was based on, what was popular, that he got that label put on him. He talks about he takes credit for inventing the figure 4. So it's a fun show. I got a lot out of it, and that was just part 1. I can't wait to record part 2. And if everything goes as planned, part 2 is going to be live on ad-free shows. It's going to be our first live episode. And then following up from that, we're going to do Gordon Soley, the Dean of Wrestling, Gordon Soley. Trying to get he has a Shawn Michaels one also that's pretty good. That we're going to do that one eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got a few other surprises coming down. It's a fun show, and I hope everybody listens to it, because if it's just a show for one, I'm having the time of my life.
I really hope that Bill has an old interview of him and Stu Hart. That's what I would love to hear.
You big bastard. I'm really excited.
Big Rhino.
I never knew where Nature Boy came from, so I'm gonna definitely have to check that out.
It's
to
cool.
find out.
It's cool. I didn't know it. I did not know it. And then in the second part, at the end of it, he has some choice words about Ric Flair.
Oh,
He doesn't talk about having a match with him, but on YouTube, I found the match, and it was 2 days before this interview. So I'm kind of wondering about that, if maybe the date's wrong on the YouTube. But George Panetteris, that really nice
Yep.
Greek gentleman that we met at StarCast,
Yes.
he's the one that posted it.
Uh-huh.
So
Well, like I said, that show will be coming out about the Nature Boy, and you can find out where that name came from on Monday, January 30th, when that'll be dropping only on adfreeshows.com, of course. So head on over there and catch Dave and Bill. Dave, do we got anything else to cover on the Royal Rumble? I think we've hit a lot.
We hit it all.
Yeah.
And I mean, we hit it and snuck in some show and tell.
Howard Stern would say, we've said it all. We've said too much.
Said too much. I would like to take a minute to send out some thoughts and prayers to the family of Eddie Cheslock. I don't know if y'all know Eddie. He's a fixture at the Charlotte Fan Fest. He's a photographer from way back. Man, it's just a nice guy, really nice guy. I know him from going to Fan Fest all those years. And he was suffering from cancer, and he finally lost his battle this week. And you know, we do want to send out thoughts and prayers for him and his family and his friends, because he had a lot of them. I mean,
Yeah,
he just was a really, really genuinely good human being, and he's going to be missed.
thoughts and prayers go out to him, and of course, still the Briscoe daughters that are still there in the hospital and recuperating. Still praying for their full recovery.
And those kids on the other side of the accident too.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I thought that was so classy of the Briscoe family to say, hey, you know, they need help too.
Yeah.
You know, we don't hold any malice towards them, and those kids need some help too. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know that I could be that gracious like that. And that says a lot about that family as people.
Mhm.
Well,
Well,
it's just
More than
even-
incredibly tough.
right. Well, and even last night, we're recording on a Thursday, was the match between, I mean, Mark Briscoe wrestled last night,
Yes.
and you know, against Jay Lethal. And again, even, I mean, Jay Lethal was teary-eyed the whole entire time. Like, you know, I wanted to
Getting in the
cry,
ring. Oh,
you know, yeah, going to the ring. Like, I was tearing up looking at Jay Lethal and just how much I could not imagine if my sibling, you know, like, again, the fortitude that the whole family has. And again, talking about their faith. I will see him again. He's in a good, you know, and so, I mean, that's how people get through it a lot of times. So I thought that match was incredible. I mean, just the whole ambience of the whole place, everybody coming out. I thought that was a really wonderful video package that they did. Like, just um, a real good celebration. I love the up close pictures of him smiling. And like I said, it's still really hard to believe that he's gone and that there's going to be a world going forward without the Briscoe brothers. And so I thought that was a really wonderful tribute that they did last night. And like you said, they are quite the family. And again, the outpour from the community that they live in tells you how the people feel about them and what they have done for that community. So, you know, I think, like you said, we are witnessing that, and that's the reason why they can say that for the family who also lost a mother, a daughter, a wife in that accident. Sorry.
absolutely. And, you know, I'm glad everyone joined us this week for the 12th Pondwater Dave show. We are fired up and ready to go for the Royal Rumble on Saturday. I know all of you guys will be too. Next week, I'm sure we'll have a lot of discussion on the results of said WrestleMania. And I just want to thank JayB Games, Justin Games, for coming over here with us today. It was fun having you, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yes,
It
it
was
fun.
a
You must
damn
come
good
out.
time.
Fun time had by all, as they say.
And you can listen to Damn Good Time on Spotify by
Right.
JayB Games.
we'll do it.
I had
Well,
to. I'm sorry.
Hey, go ahead. Get that cheap plug in at the end. That's what we're here for. And speaking of cheap plugs, I hope as we talk next week, we're talking about a Bengals Super Bowl, but I'll just leave that there. And Goodbye, everybody.
Hey, no, wait a minute. Wait. No, I think you're going to get the Bengals Super Bowl.
Okay.
I do because Patrick Mahomes is hurt, so you got a chance.
Hey, we've also beat him 3 times in a row when he was like,
Mm. But I'd like to
I
take this
said the
opportunity.
Bengals 49ers, right? Like a blast from the past.
just to win our
Well,
first the team that beat us in the first 2.
it don't matter because Jalen Hurts and the Eagles are going to win Super Bowl at this
All right.
point.
Just because they came out of that crappy division of yours don't mean that they're gonna win the shit.
Dallas was this close. No.
Nah, they weren't.
But
No,
all
no.
right. Thank you guys, and we'll see how the football weekend turns out. It'll be very interesting. And on behalf of the namesake of this show, Pondwater Dave, for the first lady of the Arn Anderson Fan Club, Amy Vaughn, for JayB Games, and for myself, thank you for listening, and we will see you next week. Peace and love, everyone.